Greetings, everybody. I am going to get the broadcast open, and the video will be very boring. Oh, I'm not in tune. Do you have a tune? Will you tune it up? Every time, I always have mine in some weird tuning. What did I do here? It's pretty close, and then double check with yours here, okay? Hey, sorry, everybody. So the video here is terrible, but you're here to practice the ukulele. And Sandy, let me know if you can hear the sound. I think I have the audio set correctly. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, I better do it there. I'm going to switch to the other microphone. All right, so let me know if the audio is good. Dun, dun, dun. I know what I need to do. Let me turn it up a little bit more. Gonna mess up your speakers at home. Okay, so that should get you better audio. Sound is good. Okay, good. All right, thank you, Sandy. All right, let me go post our link over on the website. People are going to be like, where the heck is it? Were you really driving an airplane? Yes. Or was that a simulator?
A simulator.
Okay. I saw that picture and I kept looking at it, going, is she really driving a real airplane?
I want to just fool everybody.
It fooled me for sure. I was like, how did she get to drive a 737? What is her? What do I know about Helen? Not nearly enough.
You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My hair's growing back, so
Have you cut it since?
No, well, Donna's been shaving it all this time. But yeah, I got my first haircut about a month ago, and he barely needed it, and so I need an official haircut.
Your treatments?
Yes. So yeah, you and I are both like, we're good now. That's enough of that. That's not that fun.
Well, I'm ready to get a new ukulele, but no rush.
Okay.
Anytime, but I do want to sell this if I have a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. But no rush.
A lot of times I'll buy those from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you come down, we'll talk about what I can do for you. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I've got us up on the website. Let me double check that the link is working properly. That opens up to tonight. Yep. All right. So we should be getting a flood of folks coming in here momentarily. And let me close this box. All right. Let's see. Hey, John. Welcome in. Hey, Kat. I know it's been nice. It's good to have you back, Kat. All right. Let's see here. We're going to start in about a minute or two here. So the first thing we'll be looking at, for those of you online, is the above the northern lights. That's what I want you to work on. Pull out and get looking at first. And for those of you who are new, please note I'm aware of how terrible the video of these is. But you're here to play music and play along with us, so there's not much to watch here, but there is plenty to learn, so glad you're here. Rita, good to see you. Close that. Close that. All right, everyone, it is 7 o'clock. That means you're done chit-chatting, right? Right. That means you're done noodling. So tell me about what the problem with noodling is. What? You get funny forms. Oh, doodles. Not doodles, yodels, really all the same thing, right? Noodling with an N. That, yeah. So first of all, we got lots of new people here. Super scary your first night. It gets so much worse. So please know that this is we do a really good job of making this seem fun in the beginning, but it'll be great, right? Everybody here had their first night, and they're all still coming. So we don't count the other 9,000 that didn't keep coming. So they're all online, hopefully. Thank you all for being here tonight. We're the first about 45 minutes or so. We didn't even talk about how long this section is going to be. So at some point, they'll probably come wandering back in, or I'll send one of you to go chase them. But the first half hour, 45 minutes, we're just going to look through the 3 songs, okay? And we're going to play parts of them and see what we can do. Hey, Mike. They are upstairs with baritone. Will you tell them I need them back around 7:40? We never even talked about that. Okay. And so let's pull up the what's it called? I don't know. Above the Northern Lights. Let's take a look at that one first. So for the first half hour here, we're just going to look at the sheet music, and I'll give you some general suggestions on what to think about as players. And many of you have been here a long time, so you already know how to do this. And then we'll spend this time just looking through them. Kari, I need you guys back at 7:40, okay? Yeah. And then we'll reconvene here at 7:45, and then we'll play through them all with everybody together. And you'll see it's much easier when everybody's here in the room at the same time. All right, see you. All right, thoughts on your sheet music. They're all designed to lay out 2 pages facing each other. Sometimes you're going to have to turn pages. We have all figured out that the ideal thing is to spend $2,000 and get one of these contraptions. So that will prevent you from having to turn pages. That's it. That's the only reason you spend that kind of money. All right, let me pull my copy up. How much were these? They were stupid price.
What are they called?
What's that?
What are they called?
iPads. I bought the most expensive one, which is not a little bit expensive. It's like, are you kidding me expensive? But if I drop this one in the mud, I'll go buy another one. That's how nice these things are. And so those of you who are thinking about getting pads, I got the big one. Some of you have used the smaller ones and are okay with that. The cool part I figured out is that y'all are not necessarily as young as you used to be, and so so depending on how much money you spend on your prescription should tell you how much you should spend on the size of your iPad. It is much easier, guys, to use the electronics, and I know that a lot of you are like, nope, not doing it, and I respect that, but you will have to turn pages, right? I used to have them try to fit on 2 pages, and our music's too complicated now, so we don't put any repeats in, which means you have to turn pages, and so you'll be able to do it. All right. I'm going to be reading from the conductor score, so I'll tell you some stuff that I see as we're going along. But Above the Northern Lights is what we're looking at. How many of you listened to the MP3 for this song already? Okay, most of you. That's exciting. Okay, that is a super underutilized resource on our website. You should even if you know the song, definitely listen to the MP3 a few times, because while reading the music, you don't necessarily have to play along to it. Just read the music and know how the song goes, because when you get here, it's going to make your life so much easier if you can kind of hear it in your head. All right, what's the first most important thing in the piece that you always look at no matter what?
Key signature.
Key signature if you got some music background, but more importantly, time signature. Why do we not care about the key signature so much? Because we have tabs. Tabs eliminate the need to know all of that stuff. Tabs are lovely in that way. Time signature, though, is super important. So we're in 3/4. That means there's going to be 3 beats in every measure. There may be who knows how many notes in a measure, but we're definitely going to have 3 beats in every measure. So I will count us in 1, 2, 3 in measure 1 there. And then we have measure 2, right? When do you come in?
Measure 2.
Measure 2.
Beat 2.
Beat 2. So you're going to be all excited to play that 7 and then the 0, but don't play it until it's your turn, okay? All right, I'm going to count you in 3. There's going to be a 1 beat rest, and then we're going to play for a little bit, okay? Maybe not too many measures, maybe a bunch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Okay, good. Keep going. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so you got ahead of me. That's okay. Really nice job. Let's start at measure 6. Measure 6. I'll count you in with 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Ba da dum, dum bum bum bum, dum bum 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 bum. 2, 3. What do you like about the next? Okay, hold on. I show you playing nothing for measures 14, 15, 16.
We're on 10.
Oh, there's another line there. Oh. All right, now I'm ready to conduct. All right. Oops. 1, 2. All right, you guys are playing. All right. I forgot I had a whole nother set of stuff down here. All right. I know, right? Measure 6, please. Here we go. You guys are sounding great. Better than me. Here we go. Measure 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we can. Now we have some rest. Okay. The biggest problem you have with tab is you play that last 0, and what's your brain do?
Stops.
It jumps up to your next note, right? And you're going to come in early, okay? So it's fine to jump up to that next note, but you got to be counting as you go along to make sure you don't come in early. All the time with long rests or long notes, when we're playing tab, we have a problem with coming in early. So be patient with yourself. Let's go to measure 18, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and bum bum 1 and done. 19, 2 and 3 and 20, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1. All right, good. Exactly what I told you was going to happen. Measure 24, you saw the 3 and the 1, and you forgot to look at the actual standard notation, which says, hey, I got to hold that 3 for 2 beats, okay? So some of you came in early, and then we had a mess, okay? So let's go to measure 24. Remember that first note's worth 2 beats, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and rest. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Okay, next thing. For those of you who are new, and lots of you who've been around a while, the tied notes over measures, right? Tied notes over measure, what does that mean for you probably?
Hold it.
Okay, you're supposed to hold it, but you're going to mess it up if you do that in the beginning. Just for now, play both notes, and then as you get comfortable and you're like, okay, I don't need to play both notes anymore, I got the timing, then you stop playing the second note, okay? So it's a tie over a measure, but what happens is you usually hit that first note and then you're out of whack time-wise, and so I recommend, at least in the beginning when you're learning the song, play both notes, and then as soon as you've got it figured out, then stop playing the second note, the one in parentheses, okay? Also remember, you've got a note on the 12th 12th fret. So we want to get those clean and pretty. Okay? From measure, let's go from 24 again. 24. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, da da dum, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, oh, 1, 3, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. How beautiful. And 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, dun dun 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bop on, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 92, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. All right, you got messed up a little bit. Let's go back to 92. You guys are doing pretty well till 92. Okay, 92. From 92, 1, 2, 3. 92. 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1. Not too bad, right? So a couple of thoughts here. One, those of you guys have been around a while, this should be like one you don't have to spend a lot of time on, so don't waste your time practicing stuff you know you can play. work on stuff, you know you can't play. Okay. Second thing, the only place where you got really messy, measure 93, right? And part of that is it goes up onto that second string. Now Christie's arranged that so that you can have your index finger on 7, your middle finger on 8, and your pinky on 10. So you go 10, 8, 7, and then your fingers are already on the right frets. Put your pinky on the 10 of the second string, and then your middle finger on the 8, and then you've got that all taken care of, and you're already all the way up in 7th position, so it's easy to hit your 12. Okay, so that's why it's arranged like that. That's why you're going along going, wait, there's other notes on other strings. I don't like that. But it's there to be helpful, theoretically. Questions about what we just played? Not a one. If you are new, your goal is to try to play something from each measure, right? So your goal is, hey, maybe I can get that 12, maybe I can get that 0, maybe I can get the 1 and the 2 at the same, together, or whatever. Don't worry about playing every single note because you'll fail. I would fail if I came and sat down with you trying to play every single note as well right now. Eventually I'd get it, right? But when you're new, don't put yourself under weird pressure that you have to play everything. Play the notes that you think you can get to. And what about when you make a mistake? There are two correct answers. One, there are no mistakes. You played it differently than you thought you were going to play it. The person next to you is aware that you are playing a different song at that moment. They are pretty comfortable with that because they've played a few wrong notes themselves along the way, right? And certainly for the first 11 and a half weeks, they honestly do. They don't care what you're doing next to you. At week 12, we get serious, like, oh, stop playing bad notes. Do we? I think I usually say that. The other one, so there's no wrong notes. There's just different notes than are on the page. Okay, so play them with conviction, play them with passion, and know that you're gonna get some bad notes, some different notes that are written down. And then, more importantly, keep going. Seriously, this is why you come to ensemble, and it's my biggest problem as a musician is I have this tendency when I make when something is not going well, I have this really hard time pushing myself through those things. And so we get together an ensemble because the group's going to keep going. They don't have time for you to go back and fix it. And if you only work on stuff at home, you will go back and fix your mistakes, and it develops a very bad habit. Here we fix that habit, and then you don't do it at home on your personal stuff either. All right, beautiful, and no questions. It's good, right? So this will sound really cool when we get everybody else in here, but your part's not too bad. So I wouldn't spend a ton of time on that, unless you're new, obviously. If you're new, this is the perfect piece for you. You could play this whole thing. All right. The next one I want to look at is Christmas is Coming.
I'm moving out of exile.
You gonna go over there? Okay. You don't want to hang out over there. Here. All right, now we have a much more challenging song, and Marnie did get me an updated sheet of this, so there will be a couple changes going, but not enough to not play this tonight. Here's one thing I want you. So in here somewhere there's a 13. Some of your ukuleles only have 12 frets. I'm trying to look. Does anybody only have a 12 fret ukulele still? No? Okay. So we generally try not to do those notes that high, but they sound really good if you can get them. Okay. So Marnie's made a few adjustments to the sheets that are coming. When you get them, those of you with more experience, you might want to look at it. You may want to stick with the original because those 13s, if you can pull them off, sound pretty cool. The second thing I want to point out, look at your very first chord here. What the actual what, right? Oh, you're here. She's here. All right. The enemy has arrived. So, A flat. Not your favorite. Well, probably for some of you, this may be your very first A flat ever. So there's two things you can do. One, you can play exactly what's written there, and you can do it, right? Your index finger goes on that fourth string on the first fret, and then your other three fingers make that shape, okay? Or, those of you who are newer, and you're like, that's probably not going to happen, what's the easiest solution here? Play Do not play the 4th string. Just play the bottom 3 strings. And what shape do you make? G shape and squish it up 1 fret, right? And then just don't play the top string. No one will know the difference. Okay, okay. The official full-on A flat. If you've been around a while, you come in. A lot of you come in from the chord world, and we're sorry that you had to spend time there. But you don't. But it's your opportunity to prove how awesome you are, right? Here's what I'd do. I'd play that G chord on the 3rd fret, and I would not play the 4th string. Okay, I like to minimize my tragedies, and so that's one thing. Okay. Next, take a look at your E flat. That one's not terrible, right? Right. Index finger, and then ring and middle finger, and then you've got the whole thing. Now, Marty has said, "Hey, don't play that top string here," and that's good, probably a good advice, but if you hit the top string, it's not going to matter. Okay, it's really not going to matter. Then you have another A flat, E flat, A flat, and then you have some melody, right? Same thing here between measures 9 and 10. You have a tied note. If you're going to blow the count on that, just play them both. Just play them both for now, and then down the road, you'll just stop playing the one in parentheses. On this software, if it's in parentheses, you're not supposed to pluck it again. Okay, it's just giving you information. Okay, then you go back to the A flat, E flat, A flat, E, blah blah blah. Some more melody. Okay, and then there we go. So it's definitely some challenges there. We will experiment with it. Sounds better with plucking or strumming. Marnie, do you have any thoughts right off the bat on those chords? What you were thinking?
Probably strumming, but.
Okay, all right. So we'll try it.
Open to interpretation.
So we'll at least today listen to the arranger. When it turns out she's lost her mind, then we sometimes change things. But we'll plan on strumming them. So then we go 28.
I actually wrote plucked, but anyway.
Oh, you wrote plucked.
I switched since then.
Whoa. Do it however you feel good today. 28. So we got more of the same. Oh. I remember when I saw this, I'm like, what in the heck? Measure 39. Right? Right? This is an E flat 6/9 chord. What does that mean to you, really? Ukulele players? It means E flat, right, with some extra sounds in it, but it's not hard. That shape there should be pretty straightforward. That's your G7, right, with the 2 fingers pushed forward. So it's going to sound really, really cool if we can pull it off. Okay, next chord we should talk about, measure 41, that F minor 7. Let's take a minute to finger it. Index on the 4th string, then your middle finger on the 2nd string, ring finger out there kind of far, 3rd string, and pinky finger on the 4th string. Okay, so take a minute to put that on, and then listen to what an awesome chord that is. It is an awesome chord. All minor 7s sound awesome on the ukulele. And so that's a shape I used a lot when we were making
Gary?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that's easy between those 2 chords.
Yep.
Is if you're making that diminished shape, so if you're making the F minor 7 shape,
Yep.
to do the E flat 6, all you have to do is lift up your index finger.
Yeah.
It looks like you have to do a lot of moving and you don't.
And you don't. Yeah, beautiful, right? So they're basically just friends, right? You just have to lift up your index finger and put it back. Okay? Beautiful. But certainly the F minor 7th is a chord you want to get under your fingers because it's coming up in anytime you play jazz, you're going to play an F minor 7th, probably. All right. What else to talk about?
I know what to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
Measure 42 to 48 is a
Oh, the
first
repeat.
ending.
Yes. All right. You've got to. All right. So we want to write this down. Okay, by the way, those of you who are new, always come to rehearsal with a highlighter and a pencil, because you're going to write stuff on your sheet music. Some of you are very A-type and you have little plastic sleeves to put your music in. Stop doing that, okay? You're supposed to mess up your, I know, right? You're who I'm talking to right now, okay? Okay, take those plastic things and throw them away. I know. They're really fun to buy and fill up and put little stickies on it. You're supposed to have messed up sheet music. If you don't have messed up sheet music, I'm suspicious, right? So when you get to measure 47, you're going to go back, okay, all the way to
21.
number 21. So what I do on that repeat, I just write number 21 or to number 21 or something like that, because your eyeball's going to track backwards. You're going to be like, where the heck do I go? It's not a bad idea to take a piece of yellow highlighter and stick it on that forward repeat bar at measure 21. That way your eyeball tracks there very conveniently, okay? Now, when you come back through the second time, how far do you play?
You play till 40 and through 44.
The end of 41 the second time. The second time through, you're going to jump at the end of 41. You're going to jump over to 48. Okay. What? All right. Now, let's talk. You're going to miss this sometimes, okay? You're going to miss this regularly for the first few weeks, and then you're going to stop missing it, okay? So be patient with yourself. If all of a sudden you find out you're playing a lot and it sounds great, but everybody else is playing something different, you read into the first repeat the second time. That's what happened, okay? And we've had many, many delightful experiences in concerts of people reading into the first repeat the second time. And so I still remember every person who's done it. So if you want to cement yourself in my memory forever, that's how you're going to do it. All right, so you jump to 48. Okay, more of the same E flat, A flat stuff. It's very cool. We haven't played. I think the last time we played an E flat was Mike did an arrangement a few years ago, or maybe it was last week. I don't remember when, but it was in E flat, and we had to play a bunch of them. Lots of chords back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the end. Okay, so what's cool about this is the first song we played, your melody the whole time and not terribly difficult. Now you're a lot chords, right? And so it gives you a chance to play ukulele a second way. You ready to give it a shot? Yep. Okay. Also, be aware the rhythm is really weird here. So again, go listen to those MP3s. We'll do the best we can now. It'll be really hard with nobody else in the room. But what I see in this is Mike has the bass line here, and he's going to be real helpful to us with figuring out where we are most of the time. He's got a pretty cool arrangement down there, and we'll see. He'll help us when we get there. Okay, I'm going to give you a 4-beat count in. We're going to start at measure 4. Okay, measure 4. Okay, and then you have a 1.5 beat rest. I'm just going to count through it. You guys, get it as close as you can. We probably won't stop and fix anything because we only got 10 more minutes. God dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, and done, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I'm already off. All right, from the top, from measure 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, and 3, and 4, and 7, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 4, 11, 2, and 3, and 4, 12, 2, and 3, and 4, 13, 2, and 3, and 4, 14, 2, and 3, and 4, 15, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, and 3, and 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 18, 2, 3, 4, 19, 2, and 3, and 4, 10, 2, and 3, and 21, 2, and 3, and then we have a whole bunch of rests, okay? Measure 28, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 9, 2, and 3, and 4, 30, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2 and 3 and 4, 3, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 35 and 2 and 3, 4 and 6. Oh, we should stop there. At 35, measure 35, you have a rest, quarter note, and then you have a bracket with a 3 above it. What does that mean? It's called a triplet. That means you're going to fit 3 notes in the space of 2. So that means you're going to play those notes a little faster. Bum, bum, bum. One King Kong is how you should think of that. Okay? So from 35, okay, get it close. 35, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 King Kong, 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 7, 2, 3 and 4, 8, 2 and 3 and 4, 9 and 2 and 3 and 4, 40, 2, 3, 41, 2 and 3 and 42, 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4, 6, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7. Where do you go? 21. 1. All right, good. All right. Let's play from 48, and then when you come back, just remember, and when you get to 42, jump to 48. Okay. 48 from 48, please. Okay. If you're struggling with the rhythm, at least for tonight, just play the first chord, right? Just play the first chord. Get some sort of sound coming out of your ukulele. It'll feel good. Okay. So from 48, please. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 50, 2, 3, 4, 51, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4, 4, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 2, 3 and 4, 6 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3 and 4, 4, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so we got messed up there. All right, you got the basic idea. You're all over the place right now. Once we get everybody else in the room, it'll feel a little bit more rational, and you're going to practice this one. This one, probably for those of you who've been around a while, this one's going to be challenging, right? So you're going to spend a little bit of time on it. All right, really quickly then, let's take a look at My Little Drum.
I have a question on measure 17, the first note.
Of My Little Drum?
My little drum, yes. I cannot play 5 and 14.
Yeah, we already, that's one of the thick changes that is coming.
Okay.
Yep.
Which one would you prefer?
Go to, which major is it?
17.
17. So, there it is. I saw that and I'm like, oh, shoot. All right,
Go like this.
here's a good question. Look at measure 17. This has a correct answer. Measure 17, you see a 5 and a 14, right? What do you see up above that?
2 notes.
2 notes in the same spot. So which is correct?
Yeah.
Both are correct. Which one are you probably going to play? The 5. So just get rid of the 14. Okay? This is a software thing. It happens to me all the time, and usually I catch it, but sometimes I don't. In this case, the 5 and the 14 are both correct. Don't play the 14. That's crazy sauce, right? And yeah, and it's just a typo. Okay? I think that's Marnie's only typo in all of this stuff, which is kind of cool. All right.
First ending, second endings, coda.
Yep. So we got to go down to, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Measure 61, please. It says DSL coda. What does that mean?
Go back to the funky little sign.
Go back to the segno. Where's the segno?
5.
Okay, so you're going to go all the way back to 5. So at measure 61, you write a note to number 5. I have to have it in red. 2. Okay, so that's what's going to happen at 61. Now we have a previous repeat in here. Where are you?
5 to 12
Okay.
and 13.
5 to yeah. So now when you get this will be where we end up goofing up. So you're going to play 5 to 12 the first time. At the end of 12, the first time through, you're going to go back to number 5. Okay, so you already figured out number 5 is an important place for you to have some sort of highlighter marking there. Okay, so then you play through the second time. Don't play into measure 12. Jump on over and play 13 on. Okay, going down. 28. So that goes all the way. I knew it earlier. I have now forgotten. Is it 28? Where do we go? No, because 28's your last coda. Oh, you go all the way to 61. Yeah, you're going to go to 61. Okay.
And then the second time through.
That's the second time through. You're going to play the
Third ending.
third ending. Is that right,
Yeah.
Marnie? Are we telling the
But then
truth?
there's a fourth ending too.
Do we have this right?
I can go back in and just straighten the whole chart so there's no repeats and no codas if you want me to.
I want you
That'd be
to.
really nice.
We want you
It's
to.
gonna be 15 pages long.
It doesn't matter, okay?
But
It matters to one person.
I left it as this.
Yeah. So let's get rid of them if we can, Marnie. So tonight we'll play them as close as we can. Right now, I guarantee you, up in the Logia room, they're busy charting the whole thing out perfectly. So
They're already back
You're
here.
correct.
and it's just not that interesting. So well, I'll keep stopping as we practice this tonight, and Marnie, if you will get rid of those, that would help out a ton, right? It'll make it much less likely to have errors, and we just have to turn pages that way. So let's just play some of it, okay? Just to see what happens. Okay, so start at measure 5. Okay, we'll do measure 5, and then we'll do the repeat back to measure 5, just so we can get a sense, so we have a double chain. Also, here's where the 13 shows up. The 13 shows up. I think Marnie's going to drop that for some of us, and so, but for tonight, try playing your 13, and you have a little triplet there, right? 13, 12, 13. That's kind of cool. Okay, doodly. It'll be this little doodly-doo, right? It'll sound really cool. All right.
An option, Marnie.
From 5, please. Hey, Derek, once you get set up, will you run upstairs and tell baritones they need to get down here? Thanks. All right, from 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 8, 10, 12, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 10, 8, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Dun, 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 2, 3, 4. Back to 5. 1, 2, 3, dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, dun, dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Bum, bum, bum. 1, 2. Good. All right.
Didn't have a name on it.
She said up here before.
Honestly, that's going to be your main theme through most of this is bum, 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 bum. You're going to do a lot of that. Let's take a look at the chords very quickly while the rest of everybody else is getting in. Let's go down to measure 30. Measure 30. What does that tell you to do there? Little mini bar, right? Put a little mini bar on 5. I recommend just using a little bar there rather than 2 fingers on 2 5s. Just put a little bar on 5 and your pinky up, or ring finger really, up on 7. And that's going to be a cool sounding chord. Okay?
Don't make any mistakes.
Go to measure 33. That's just a D minor, right? G minor with your pinky on the first string in the second fret. That's not too bad. Next one, again, a little mini bar on 1, 1, 1, 1. Just put a mini bar. Okay. 34, a lovely F chord. Yay! Yay! Marty's chipping us out, right? We expect fancy chords from her. You're giving us an F chord. All right. Now take a look at your A flat diminished 7. That's kind of a crazy shape there. That's the opposite of how we usually do it. So again, I would probably use 4 fingers there, but some of you might want to put a bar on 2 and then 2 fingers up on the 4th fret. Either way is fine. Next chord at 35, that's your G minor 7th. All that is your B flat without that top string. So that's going to sound super cool. Okay. We already talked about 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay. Is that all of the fancy chords? That may be it. Oh, down measure 43. You've got some kind of a crazy shape there, right? It starts on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then it's sort of like an A chord, kind of. Yeah, it's A shape pushed up 1, add your ring finger at the bottom string. And then the key with that one is going to be leaving that open string where you can hear it. It's going to sound super cool. Measure 45, that F7, that should be your friend. That's an E7, which you guys learned in the little booklet. I think it's, that's probably less than 5 or 6 in the Jolly Roger stuff. This is just that E7 pushed up 1 fret. Okay, 48, there's a bar chord there with your finger on, probably your ring finger or maybe your middle finger on 2. The one that'll mess you up if you're just reading tabs at 49, doesn't that look like an F? Doesn't that look like an F? Totally looks like an F, right? It's not an F, okay? Wrong strings. Super cool sounding chord. I use it all the time. I love it. Okay, next chord, E flat minor 6th. Okay, take a minute to put that one on. And then finally, a real B flat. Yay! Whoever thought B flat would be your least problematic chord? Right? When you bought a ukulele, you learn B flat, and you're like, I'm not going to play ukulele anymore. I'm going to play all songs without B flat. There it is, and right now you're like, oh, that's nothing. D flat diminished 7, no big deal there. Measure 51, it's a bar. Okay, 7, and then I think maybe that's the majority of them. Oh, look at 54. You got a 1 and a 4. Use your pinky on the 4. I promise you'll be happy if you do. So go put a 1 and a 4. That's a.
56 is a different chord. The pinky just walks down 1 fret.
Yeah, so 56, just pull your pinky back or replace it with your ring finger. But look at how cool those chords look in the standard notation. They're supposed to sound crazy. They're cluster chords. Everything's piled in there together. So they're supposed to sound crazy. And you have a few more. Should keep you entertained.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then you got some melody at the end. All right, so we'll see what happens. It'll be hilarious tonight. Okay. All right, we have everybody in, I guess. How did sectionals go?
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful. Jerome's like wonderful, and Claire's like not good. How did sectionals go, Logie? We had a discussion. You guys probably spent your entire time plotting out the repeats on My Little Drum.
No, we didn't do My Little Drum because we have questions.
Oh, we have questions. Okay. So we're talking Marnie into getting rid of all the repeats in My Little Drum. So we'll probably have an updated sheet this week.
What
So
about the offset dropping in the
she's going to fix that too. She already knows about that. She's
Well,
already
that's
fixed.
why we didn't spend a lot of time
Yeah,
on it because
yeah.
it was changing. We didn't-
So here's how you think of octaves. If you can play a 15, you play a 15. If you can't play a 15, you play a 3. Right? And don't think about it any more deeply than that. Right? Yeah. So again, when you have sheet music and you can't do something, you figure out your way around it. Good. That's what I expected. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you all. We have 15 people online, and we have, how many do we have here? A lot. So we want the online people to see what they're up against here. So I want to.
And if you haven't signed in, or at least
anybody's written your name on all this, please do declare.
Okay, so I'm this is probably gonna pull right off the thing here. Right there at their house right now, it's going on their speakers. All right, online people, here's who you're really playing with. Okay, I know you're looking at my neck mostly, but all right. So this is who your orchestra is. Over here is the baritone. I gotta get out of here. Over here's the baritones. Okay, that's about half of them. They are bad. They have terrible attendance. Then high G. These are all you high G people. Okay. And then over here's low G. Okay. They're the problematic ones. Okay. Used to be the baritone. Oh, the bass player. He's in the back. Did you wave, Mike? Did you wave?
No, he's a bass player.
He's a bass player. He doesn't do that. All right. So that's who you guys are playing with. He's too cool. All right. Let's see. Linda says, "Good to see you, everyone." All right. Good. All right. So now they know who they're playing with. So we have about 20 minutes to get through all three of these. We're just going to play. Okay, my little drum will probably figure out. We'll probably stop to deal with the repeats and stuff, but we're just gonna play. So let's grab Above the Northern Lights. All right, couple of thoughts before we get started. Are there any mistakes? No, you just played it differently than you thought you were gonna play it.
Improv.
You're improving. The MP3 on the website, helpful, not helpful? Helpful. Use them. From day one, we've been putting them up there, and slowly, people are figuring out you don't even have to play with them. You just look at the music and listen. That's a huge part of it, because even if you know this song, which you don't, but if you did, it would sound different because you've heard it from somebody, a professional orchestra or something that has done it. Who does Above the Northern Lights? Mannheim Steamroller, right? You guys will not sound quite like Mannheim Steamroller. It'll be pretty close. Right? If you're new, your job is to keep showing up even when it seems like you should stop. That's your job. Keep showing up. Everybody here has done the same thing. There comes this point when you're like, I don't think I can play any of this, and you're like, just keep showing up. I promise by the time we get to the concert, you're going to be fine.
Practice helps.
Practicing helps. I'm aware of your practice schedules because I've been standing here for 11 or 12 years now. And so I do know how much you practice. Try it a little bit. It's kind of fun, actually. It's really quite pleasant. What else should I tell you about? Try to play something in every measure. Right? That was something Christy said years and years ago. I thought it was the smartest thing I'd heard ever. Like, I can't play this whole song, but I can play that 0, and I can play that 7, and I can, or whatever it is. The other thing I do recommend, and most of you are terrible at this, you're staring at the tab all of the time. Do not look up once in a while. There's another line there that's really, really helpful, and it's okay to start learning a little bit about that. 8th notes, 16th notes, grace notes, tied notes, all that stuff. It is helpful. We put it on there on purpose, and so start being aware that it's there at least. What other advice do I give to newer players? What am I skipping?
Don't give up.
Just don't give up. Honestly, just keep showing up. You're doing this to become a good ukulele player. You can get okay in your basement by yourself, but you're not going to get bulletproof, and that's what this is for. This makes you where you don't care about mistakes. You just play in time all the time, no matter what, right? That's what you guys do. And I think playing in ensemble is so important to your development as a musician. And so I think, so you're in the right spot. Just keep showing up, honestly, even if it's hard. And by the way, there are a few people who know how to play ukulele in the room, couple, right? And they'll help you, right? So ask for help. You don't like getting help from me because I make fun of you while I'm helping you, but
And after.
after more, and I make fun of you because I'm not helping you, right? But don't be afraid to ask questions, because honestly, all of us have this. You'll hear a lot of questions tonight from experienced musicians about what the heck is in this music, and that's what we do. That's perfectly fine. Okay? Any other questions? What's that?
Build a better bar.
Build a better bar, right? Get the it's are you talking about this bar or are you talking about going to the bar? Because you need both, I think, to play ukulele well, right? You need both kinds of bars. Make a better bar. What is it? Worksheet number 4 or 5 or 17 or something on the website where you just go up there. That's super helpful because you get where you can get nice clean bars. You're going to be doing a ton of bars in this organization, and so the sooner you get over, remember how B flat used to be it for you when you first started playing ukulele? B flat was the worst, and now it's no big deal, and that's because you're working on bars all the time. All right, you ready to play? Okay. Okay. All right.
Gary, are you gonna talk about the rest of the music?
Yeah. Oh, remind me. Okay. So, Mike, you got the first note. So
Measure 2.
measure.
2.
My sheet has it at 1.
Measure 1.
Did we
is
change?
the
Did you
bell
change this?
tree. Measure 1.
Oh, that's that bell tree. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you come in at 2. Oh, I see what I'm looking at. Oh.
And yes, we will have one.
I have one downtown. You know we have one.
I have,
You have one too? Okay.
I have access to one.
Okay. Well, we own one. So Mike gave it to me. Okay. Bell and then bass. All right. So I'm going to give Mike a 3-beat count in. By the way, those of you who haven't seen this before, most of you don't look up the entire time, and you won't even know I'm here. But the beat you care about is 1, right? There's other beats in the measure, but 1 is the important one, right? That's always here, and it's not here; it's here. 1, right here. That's when. So if you're looking up, and you're like, I have no idea where we are. 1. This is where you come in. Okay. Usually, nowhere in this song, but a lot of times. Okay. 1. If it's in 3, it's 1, 2, 3. That's the pattern. If it's in 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure we'll have a 6/8 in here somewhere. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But for this piece, 1, 2, 3. Okay. You only care about 1, and the rest is stuff, right?
We've missed you.
I know, right? Yeah, you guys have been through this speech 12 times in a row. You're like, I know what he's about to say. I don't change the jokes, right? The jokes are always the same. If it's measure 1, it looks like this. If it's 2, it's like this. If it's 3, it's like this. If it's 4, it's like this. If it's 5, like this. 6 is here. This is the cool one. 7 is on the next finger, 8 is on the next finger, 9 is here, and then multiples of 10 is just a fist, okay? So those of you who've seen a little bit of sign language, that's exactly what I'm doing, except instead of doing 3, which I should do it this way, I do it like you're supposed to. So when you get lost, you're going to get lost a lot. Look up, and that should help, maybe. The other thing, early in the season, I count every measure, right? So you will pretty much know, and I make these guys put measure numbers on every single measure, so it's helpful, right? They make fun of me at school for doing that, okay? I don't care. All right, from the top, not real fast, guys. We'll just make it beautiful, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, and 3, and 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, 11, 2, and 3, and 12, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, 17, 2, 3, and 18, and 3, and 19, 2, and 3, and 20, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 22, 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, and 9, 2, 3, and 30, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, da da da, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 5, and 2, 3, and 6, 2, 3, and 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, and 0, 2, 51, and 2, 2, and 2, and 2, and 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, and 3, and 8, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 60, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 2, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, and 8, and 2, 3, and 9, 2, 3, and 10, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 5, 2, 3, and 6, and 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, da da da, 2, 3, and 9, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 81, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 84, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, and 3, and 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 2, and 3, and 1. You guys are ahead of me? 1. All right, you're way ahead of me. Hold on, what's going on? Did I blow it? Let's see. Let's go back to measure 88. Measure 88, please. Measure. Did I add in a beat or did you take one out? Measure 88. 88. 1, 2, 3, 8. 2, 3, 9, 2. Ba-dum, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, and 6, and 2, and 3, and 7, 2, and 3, and 8, and 2, 3, and 9, and 2, and 3, and 10, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, and 2, and 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, and 6, and 2, and 3, and 7, 2, 3, and 8, and 2, and 3, and 9. Not too bad, you guys. So we'll end up playing that a lot faster, but you got the basic idea. Any questions about this piece of music? Nice. Beautiful. All right. Let's go take a look at Christmas is Coming. Oh, thanks, Deb. I get it. All right, good. All right. Michael, how you feeling about this?
I can do the rest.
Okay. I was just like, I don't know, just do 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is what it says, but who knows. All right, let's give it a try. Mike has 3 measures of stuff, and then it looks like 950 measures of exactly the same thing, but we don't know, so we'll find out. How do we like these chords, everybody? Huh? All right. Boo, we have to practice these chords, right? All right, this is what happens when you turn a jazz person loose. So that's why we don't like jazz, right? It's hard. All right, Michael, from the top.
How do we know if we made an error?
Yeah, you know, yes, true. You won't know. There are no errors, so it'll just be fine. Just hit something.
There are no errors in jazz.
Yeah, there are no errors in jazz. There's just an unresolved half step. All right, here we go. Jean says she loves the chords online, so. Jean also has a bottle of wine next to her, probably. Way to go, Jean. Here we go. From the top, do whatever you can. Remember, if you're like your chords are hopeless, you just gently touch your 4 strings and strum a nice little percussion sound. It'll be fine. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2 and 3 and 4. 4, 2. Dun, dun, dun. 5 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 2, 3 and 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, 2 and 3 and 4 and 10, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, 2 and 3 and 4 and 20, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 2, 3, 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2, 3, 4 and 6, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, 2 and 3 and 4 and 10, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 1, 4 and 6, 2, 3 and 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, 2 and 3 and 4 and 40, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 42, 2 and 3 and 43, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7. Stop there. All right, you all have your papers marked. Go back to number 21, right? So we'll be fine with this repeat. You're not going to goof that one up. You go back to 21, you play back down, you get to measure the end of 41, and then you jump to 48. Okay, so I'd like to jump to 48, please. 48. Okay. What was my favorite chord? That was beautiful. All right, from 48, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 50, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4, 6, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2, 3 and 4 and 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 and 2, 3 and 4 and 60, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 8, 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, 2 and 3 and 4 and 10, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 2, 3. All right. All right, so just take some time to dig through those chords. You guys, your rhythm's not that far off, which is kind of cool. All right, and then very quickly, let's play parts of My Little Drum. Again, Marnie's going to look at these repeats and see how many she can get rid of. But let's play through some of it just for fun, and then we will be done. You want her to add? I believe that Jerome is capable of fitting all music onto a half a sheet of paper. I'm convinced of it, and so he's dedicated professional when it comes to this. I don't know. Don't you feel like you kind of failed when you have to turn any page at all? All right, so we're going to play from the top through measure. Let's ignore the repeat. Okay, so ignore the repeat. Let's just play down all the way to. Let's play all the way down to 61, and then we'll pat ourselves on the back and we'll play 62 to the end. How about that? Yeah. Ignore all repeats. Just it's one straight piece of music.
So do you just want to do the fourth ending then?
Yeah, whatever. Right? Just straight through.
Do one ending of your choice.
You just pick an ending. No, it'll be cool, right? So ignore all repeats, and then if we get to 61 and we're
And ignore measure 12.
and it,
Ignore measure 12.
you can play it.
We're gonna play 12 and 13.
No, let's not play 12 and 13. Do you want to play 12 or 13?
12.
Let's
Pick one.
we'll skip
Just pick
12.
one.
We'll skip 12.
Okay.
Skip 12.
It's the same. No.
Skip 12. Same note.
Same note for us.
Just no pick. There's no pickup back to the end. All right, I'll coach you through it. Okay. Okay. All right. So Dave, you come in on 1 again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 3, 4, 6. 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Dun dun dun. 9, 2, 3, 4, 10. 2. Dun dun dun. 1. Nice job, high G. 2, 13. 2, 3 and 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, dun, dun, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3 and 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, dun, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, dun, 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 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3 and 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3 and 4, 8, 2, 3, keep going, 9, 2, 3 and 30, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3 and 2 and 3 and 4, 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3 and 4 and 9, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2 and 3, 4, 11, 2 and 42, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2 and 3 and 4, 9, 2 and 3, 4, 10, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, and 4, 6, 2, 3, and 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, and 9, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 4, 1. Keep going to 62, 2, 3. Let's start. All right, let's start at 63. Everybody at 63. 1, 2, 63. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2, 4 and 2, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3 and 4, 7. Nice job. 3, 4, 8, 2, 3 and 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Nice. So the music is not going to change, but the repeats will get cleaned up when Marnie makes some adjustments to this. So you saw what's going to be hard and what's going to be easy for you. So I'd spend a little bit of time on that. Effective practice means practicing the stuff you don't know. You do not need to play songs top to bottom. That's crazy sauce. You just go find those parts of the songs that are hard. And for some of you, every moment in the song is hard, right? But for other, like you're just like, what is that crazy chord sitting there at the middle of measure 50? Oh, it's just that, right? And so spend time on that. Also, I got tons of other sheet music from the other guys, so I'm going to be going through that, double checking it, and getting it posted this week. I will send you an email toward the end of the week about that stuff. Last thing I'll say, I never know if it's the last thing. Before you leave, we have to have all the chairs put back where they go and the tables put back and all that. So that's a group activity. It takes 3 minutes if we all work together, and it takes 2 hours if we don't. And so you put your ukulele away first, put all your stuff that's going to be sad if it gets broken away first. Then you help us put the room back together. Thank you all for being here. It's going to be a great season. The music's going to be beautiful when we get there. It's kind of beautiful right now, but not that much. So we're going to get it better. So I'll see you guys next Monday night. Call me if you haven't changed your strings in the last year. 1 year. 1 year. Okay? Some of you 3. Okay? All right. Guys online, thank you for everything. I know this is a weird way to play and it feels kind of awkward at home, but I do promise you, I promise that it's going to make you a better player and much more confident, much more bulletproof. And so keep showing up, even though we can't keep track of you. What it will do is make you a much better ukulele player. So please keep coming, and you put it on your resume, and I'll write you a letter of recommendation when you apply for college or the nursing home or whatever it is you're working on. So have a great day, and I will see all y'all on Monday. Toss me emails if you're out of town and you need some help with something. I'm slow to get to emails, but I will get to you. So have a great night. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Yeah, it came on because of the heat. Yeah. He wants to fail. 10 years.